All right, are you ready? Oh, wow, that's loud. Ready? Good. 1, 2. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School for non-conference girls volleyball tonight here on Zaleski Sports. It is the visiting Auburndale Eagles and the home Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Steve Mays, Braden Sutter here from the Fieldhouse tonight. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Auburndale coming in at 4-2 after a successful weekend. They were 4-0 and going into the final day, lost to Dominican and Cashton, two very good teams. Wisconsin Rapids, a little bit of a slow start this year, but they'll be taking on, they'll be in front of their home crowd here tonight in a series that has really been pretty good the last number of years. It's the fifth time that they're meeting in 5 years. 2021, Wisconsin Rapids won at 3-0. In 22 and 23, it was all Eagles sweeping those two. Then last year up in Auburndale, it was a 3-1 win for the Red Raiders. So series tied at 2 apiece. And just looking back at that one, I believe Auburndale won it 25-18 in the first set. Then Wisconsin Rapids won the next 3. A lot of questions yet to be answered for both of these teams, losing a couple of big-time players. Addie Lund for Wisconsin Rapids was one of their top players as a freshman last year. She is now at, I think I messaged Mike Wendell, Lakewood Ranch. Let's see what, Lakewood Ranch High School in Florida. And on the other side for Auburndale, you see Lily Belanti down here. She tore her ACL at the end of January in basketball, as well as losing Araya Harris, who is now at Marshfield. So Coach Schmutzer still filling in holes that need to be filled if this Auburndale Eagles team wants to make a push here this year. Again, the Merriwood Conference from top to bottom as competitive as ever. As, again, today's pregame show brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. We'll have our national anthem here in just a moment. Volleyball here, soccer outside. We'll be back with you here at the Fieldhouse on Thursday for conference volleyball, as Wisconsin Rapids will take on the Warriors of Wausau West. A couple of other games tonight, including soccer over in DC Everest, or at DC Everest. DC Everest taking on Spash, I believe. Wausau West is at Newman Catholic in volleyball. Providence Academy out of Green Bay is in Colby tonight. We'll turn it over for our national anthem.
And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, the Auburndale Eagles. Number 1, Elena Stein. Number 3, Chesney Nagel. Number 7, Sydney Wolf. Number 10, Abigail Schmidt. Number 11, Kendall Novotny. Number 13, Maya Katzenberger. And libero, number 18, Kylie Anderson. The Auburndale Eagles are coached by Kathy Schmutzer. And now, the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Number 5, Avery Dunn. Number 7, Natalie Bone. Number 8, Emma Anderson. Number 9, Madeline Sousa. Number 12, Holly Graff. Number 14, Danica Rosenthal. And libero, number 4, Mimi Brosser. The Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders are coached by Faith Bazzelli. Officials for tonight's matchups are Audra Brooks and Lexi Duval. Good luck to both teams in tonight's competition. Let's play some volleyball.
All right, here we go from Wisconsin Rapids. Glad to be with you. It's going to be a fun one here tonight on Zaleski Sports. The Auburndale Eagles and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Auburndale ending their season last year at the hands of the Pittsville Panthers in the sectional semifinal in Pittsville. That was a fun one as well before Pittsville went and fell to Wabeno Leona. Wisconsin Rapids last year fell in the postseason as well. Divine Savior Holy Angels, the number 1 team in Division I for the state of Wisconsin, as they have been for the last decade. Wisconsin Rapids lost to Spash in the playoffs last year, according to ZaleskiSports.com. But, DSHA, one of the top teams, not just in the state of Wisconsin, but according to Max Preps, number 23 in the nation. Auburndale will start with the serve, working right to left. Glad you're joining us here tonight. Chesney Nagel will be the server. Auburndale, New Jersey's coming into 2025. A good look for the Lady Eagles, and Chesney Nagel will send it away. Popped up by Bone, and it's an ace to start for Chesney Nagel, 1-0 Eagles. Natalie Bone, Nini Brostowitz in the back row for Wisconsin Rapids. Nagel goes right back at her, sets it up for Dunn. Back set to Sousa, and she puts it down. Wolf is there and sent over by Abigail Schmidt, the freshman. Rosenthal in the middle, right over the top, dug out by Nagel. Sent back in the back row by Novotny. Chased down by Dunn and sent over by Sousa. Nagel, back row attack by Wolf. Popped up again by Bone. Broswitz back over Sousa, blocked to the net by Steins. Right back over to Sousa again, back row, and Anderson couldn't get her. We're tied at 1. Good clean rallies to start here tonight. And Avery Dunn, the senior, will be back to serve. 4 seniors for Coach Bazzelli this year. Avery, one of them. Steins with it, sets it up. Back to the near side for Novotny. Back over at the right hand is Coley Graff. In the middle for Steins. The wind and the kill for Elena. Back and forth we go, 2-1. Elena Richardson into the game for the first time for Auburndale. She'll be back to serve. 9 juniors on this team for Auburndale. Of course, missing one of their top ones, Lily Belanti. She'll be out for a while, and it's an ace for Richardson in the back line, and it's 3-1 Eagles. And missing another key junior, and Araya Harris, who is now at Marshfield. Popped up, Dunn in the middle. To the far side and blocked there. Graff on the attack, the sophomore, 4-1 Auburndale. For all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin Nerve Orthopedics. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. Great crowd watching here at the Fieldhouse. Great crowd watching online as well as the service error that time. 2 serving 4. Now back for Madeline Sousa, the sophomore. Madeline sends over. Anderson digs it out. Chased down by Nagel. She sets up for Wolf. The wind and off the head of Rosenthal. And Sydney Wolf has her first kill of the night. And Maya Katzenberger in for Auburndale for the first time. As mentioned, other games on Zaleski Sports tonight. Spash is at Everson Soccer. Colby is hosting Providence Academy out of Green Bay. And Wausau West is at Newman. And down the line, Auburndale's in the net. And it's going to be point for the Red Raiders. And Danica Rosenthal, one of those seniors, back to serve it. Rosenthal, Dunn, Brostowitz, and Layla Patro, the seniors. Danica Rosenthal right on the line at the ace. 1-0 Everest early in that soccer match. Rosenthal to do it again. Back line, too strong that time. And it's 6-4 Auburndale. Danica Rosenthal going to UW Oshkosh to play volleyball next fall. Off the tip, popped up by Richardson. Wolf is going to send it over all the way to the back row. Brostowitz is there. Avery Dunn sets it up to the far side for Natalie Bone. She lets it rip. Up ahead to Nagel with the finesse, but under the net and touch the nets. Athletic play there by the junior, but over the line and into the net. Ruby Marty in for the first time. Back to serve for the Red Raiders. Again, we'll be back here at the Fieldhouse on Thursday. Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau West conference play. Brostowitz is there, chased down by Dunn. Far side for Bone. Popped up by Richardson. Nagel to Wolf, right off the bottom of her palm. Dunn sets up, back row attack by Brostowitz. Popped up by Jalen Schur. Wolf on the attack, she's into the net again. So we're tied at 6 on a couple of attacking errors by Auburndale. Six, Schur. Popped up by Katzenberger and an ace. We'll give her an ace. And Wisconsin Rapids has their first lead of the night at 7-6 here in the first set. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up for free consultation today. Sydney Wolf on the attack. Dug out on the far side by Layla Patro. And double hit there as Rapids increases their lead 8-6. Layla getting some time here in her senior season. One of the best catchers in the Wisconsin Valley Conference come softball season. Katzenberger the attack, popped up by Marty. Brostowitz back over to Layla. Tipped to the net by Katzenberger. Free attack here for the Red Raiders. Sets it up in the middle. Blocked at the net. Popped up. Patro keeps it alive. Steins the joust and popped back by Anderson. Bone across the court, set by Wolf, right back to Sydney. Patro digs it out. Dunn sets it right over the top. Schur is there. Anderson, Nagel miscommunication. Wolf to the back line for Brostowitz. Dunn punches it over, does Bone. Sydney Wolf to the back row. Good rally here. Dunn back sets. And the attack and blocked by Wolf and Katzenberg. Emma Anderson, the junior, on the attack. Good rally that time, won by Auburndale. Abigail Schmidt, the freshman, back into the game for the Eagles. 7 serving 8, Sydney Wolf. One of just a few seniors on this team. Has had an unbelievable career. And tips down for Natalie Bone. Other seniors, Kennedy Crane and Kylie Anderson, the libero. Very accomplished junior and senior classes for Auburndale. It's a long way to go. Just started school today. All the public schools in the state. Katzenberger to the back row. Brostowitz is there. Back row attack and too strong by Marty. First day of school today. It's a whole new ball game once classes start, and you have to worry about all that. In the middle for Anderson. And out on the attack by Schmidt. The freshman having to step into some big roles here for Coach Schmutzer. Nini Brostowitz to serve. Sure is there. Nagel right over the top. Chesney with the sneak attack. It's 9 serving 10 now, and Chesney's back to serve with Kendall Novotny back in for the Eagles. And puts into the net. Avery Dunn will serve it here for the Red Raiders. Making sure everything is good to go with substitutions and alignment. Gets the okay, and we are ready to go. Avery Dunn over the top. Steins is there, digs out. Nagel sets it back to Wolf on the back row attack, and too strong for Sydney. Wirtz and Company of Wisconsin Rapids is ready to construct your dreams. If you can dream it, Wirtz and Company will make it come true. Wirtz and Company of Wisconsin Rapids, 715-213-1281, 715-213-1281, and Wirtz and Company on Facebook. I have to tell Bill to put a comma in there, in that read. So if you can dream it, Wirtz and Company will make it come true. 13-9. Wisconsin Rapids, biggest lead of the night for either team. Steins has it blocked by Rosenthal, along with Graff. Out to a 5-point lead for Wisconsin Rapids here in the first set. Avery Dunn continues to serve. Fourth in a row for the senior. Popped up by the freshman. Steins will send it over. Free one here. Popped up. Dunn in the middle for Rosenthal. Blocked. And play it again with a continue play. And Wolf sends it back. Bone is there. Dunn chases it down to Rosenthal. Blocked. And they're going to say it's 4 hits on Wisconsin Rapids. May have been blocked, but officials have final say, of course. Elena Richardson in to serve. We'll see Auburndale quite a few more times this fall season. Dunn chased it down, somehow got it over, and then Wolf with nobody home for the Red Raiders. 11 serving 14 here in the first. Metallico in Wisconsin Rapids is one of North America's largest aluminum billet and slab producers. Come get to know Metallico and how their mission, visions, and values set them apart. Find your future job at Metallico and apply online at metallico.com. Wisconsin Rapids will host DC Everson football on Friday. The Auburndale Eagles will have their work cut out for them as they head to Edgar on Friday. Edgar just shut out Stratford. Popped at the net. There's 4 hits on Auburndale. Edgar just continues to, for as long as Coach Sins has been around, 50 years or so, they just keep plugging guys in. Sydney Wolf blocked and down the line. 17, serving 11 here in the first. It's been a game of runs here for Wisconsin Rapids after trailing 4-1 and 5-2. Wolf slams it down. And it's 12, serving 17. Auburndale will need one of those rallies here. Elena Steins sends it over. Popped up by Patro. Dunn is there. Far set for Natalie Bone. Puts it into the Bermuda Triangle. Nobody home there. Bone picks up a point. It's 18-12. And now Danica Rosenthal will be in to serve for the Red Raiders. Right over the top, and she aces it. See if Coach Schmutzer will want a timeout. Yep, she sure will. We'll take it with them. 19-12 in favor of Wisconsin Rapids. You watch high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Rosenthal back to serve after the ace in the timeout. 19 serving 12 here in the first, and the timeout works to Auburndale's favor. And Danica puts it into the net after the timeout. 13 serving 19, and the junior Jalen Schur will be in to serve for the Eagles. Brostowitz to Patro. Over to Bone. Natalie sends over. Kylie Anderson. Nagel in the middle for Katzenberger. And Maya's blocked but out. And point goes to the Eagles. Jalen back to serve it again. And nearly ace it done. Somehow able to get it over. Katzenberger blocked to the net. Popped up. Wolf with another opportunity, sent over by Graff. Wolf, another one, another block of the net. Nagel sets up for Wolf a third time. Brostowitz digs it out. Dunn to the far side for Bone. The outside hitter puts it down. Another nice rally. Won by Wisconsin Rapids. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where communities come first, federally insured by NCUA. And Brostowitz almost with a kick save that time. Sydney Wolf will be back to serve it. second day of September already. Hard to believe. Patro with the attack. Another successful summer on Zaleski Sports, and we're already in. So after this week of football, we're already a third of the way done. I mean, it just it cruises by every single year. Goes faster and faster. Wolf nearly aced it. Popped up to Patrow along the far side. Anderson with it. Sure. And Abigail Schmidt, the freshman, puts it down. 3 in a row for the Eagles. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, are saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. I was checking out Max Preps today for some records and whatnot, and the number one team in the country. I didn't get a good look at the name of the school, but they're from Texas. Brostowitz will send it over on a third one here. Sure, we'll send it back up for Katzenberger. She's blocked again by Bone and Anderson. And a rally stopper there. But the number one team in the country in girls volleyball, I believe the last look, or the look today that I had this afternoon, was already 17-0. So they start early in the South. I think a couple of Texas teams were 17 and 19-0. There's a Georgia team that was 16-0. And another point for Wisconsin Rapids. They're at double set point here in the first. 23-17. Sure digs it out, Nagel, and it went right through her hands. Bopped her on the schnoz, and it's 24-17. Set point here in the first for Wisconsin Rapids. And after that initial surge by Auburndale, it's been all Red Raiders. At 1.52 Auburndale, and then Wisconsin Rapids had a run of 4, a couple of runs of 4, a run of 3. Just had a run of 4 just moments ago. They're at set point number 2. Kylie Anderson. A running start for Emma Anderson down the line. Sure is there. Nagel at the net. Emma out to Avery Dunn. At the net again and sent over by Steins. Natalie Bone at the net. Popped up by Dunn. Emma Anderson sends it over. Sure to Nagel. Near side for Schmidt. And Abigail almost scored it again. Dunn is there for Emma Anderson and out. 19 serving 24. Nini Brostowitz, Anderson with the ace. Set point number 4 coming here. Kylie Anderson will serve it again. Brostowitz pops it up. Dunn is there in the middle for Anderson and dug out by Wolf. Brostowitz at the net for Dunn. She sends it over. Sure, we'll have to play it back. And we're not done yet. Wisconsin Rapids thought there should have been a 4-hit call on Auburndale. They play through it, 21 serving 24. Anderson to Brostowitz. Dunn chases it down. And down point set goes to Wisconsin Rapids. Madeline Sousa sends it home for the Red Raiders. 1 set in the books It's Wisconsin Rapids, or won the first one 25-21. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for set number 2. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids is ready to construct your dreams. Wirtz & Company will give you peace of mind with that much-needed roof repair. Have a remodel dream for what used to be your favorite room in the house? Living area, kitchen, bath, bedroom. If you can dream it, Wirtz & Company will make it come true. Wirtz & Company will also build your next home. Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids, 715-213-1281, and Wirtz & Company on Facebook.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Northwoods Windows has been helping homeowners all over central and northern Wisconsin with replacement windows, patio entry doors, and more. We've done installations in over 10,000 homes, including cottages, churches, and businesses. Our installers are trained, experienced professionals, and we're an authorized dealer of home improvement products from some of the top manufacturers. We offer free in-home consultations, no-pressure sales, honest pricing, and a job well done. Contact Northwood Windows today and see why you should choose us.
Welcome back to the Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Hey, remind you that in a couple of weeks, Maple Fall Fest is coming to Marshfield September 13th and 14th. Check out arts and crafts vendors, the Kids Zone, and yummy food. Maple Fall Fest September 13th and 14th at the Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Avery Dunn will set things here for the Red Raiders. Sydney Wolf, a back row attack, and starts the second set off with a point. A 1-0 Auburndale. They started the first set off 1-0 with an ace to start the game. You got to start the match if we're being technical in volleyball. First one in a while. Went all the way to Crivets last year for a tough end of the season for Pittsville against the Wabeno-Leona Rebels. Abigail Schmidt with a point. 2-0 Auburndale. I always talk about the atmospheres at football games and high school playoff game or high school basketball playoff games, and for basketball, football, whatever sport it is. There's not really an atmosphere quite like volleyball playoffs. Every point is an exclamation mark, and every serve is critical. It's a lot of fun, and we are very blessed. As Elena Steins gets blocked by Danica Rosenthal, we are very blessed to do what we do and be able to bring you these games, these matches, these competitions, and being able to be in these atmospheres and be in these situations. Definitely don't take it for granted as Elena Steins puts it down, 3 serving 2. The last time that Zaleski Sports was here in the field house was for a double dipper of boys basketball sectional finals. It was Marshfield and Kimberly, I believe, and then Wausau East and West Salem on that same day. That was the same day that the Assumption Royals won the girls basketball state championship. And down the line again for Danica Rosenthal, and we're tied at 3. Where are you? Yeah. Three serving 3 here in the second. Nagel chases it down. Sydney Wolf over the top. And that one hits the stanchion. That's out, yep. Four serving 3 here in the second. Jalen Scherr will be back to serve. Nini Brostwitz says Jalen will record the ace. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Nakusa, Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home or find them online at ritchiefuneralhome.com. Avery Dunn chases it down. And Bowen just able to send it over. Nagel back to Ketzenberger. And that one just a bit long. They ask for a touch and they say no. Kennedy Crane, the senior on the bench, very asking for it. Ruby Marty in to serve. Ruby sends it over. Jalen Scherr is there, right at the net. And we're tied at 5. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider since 1970. People have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric of Wisconsin Rapids. In Wisconsin Rapids, it goes all over the place. As Sydney Wolf stops the run. My brother works for the friendly people at Econ, and he goes all over the place. He works in the Fox Valley sometimes, and of course here in central Wisconsin. Industrial, industrial, residential, commercial, whatever you need help with. Call our friends over at Econ Electric. Big supporters of local athletics. Pop to the net, Katzenberger. Emma Anderson there again. Back and forth we go here in the second. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Katzenberger over the top. Right back to Maya. Dug out by Natalie Bone, and miscommunication by the Red Raiders puts Auburndale up 7-6. Senior Kylie Anderson, the libero, in to serve. Nini Brostwitz digs it out. Avery Dunn up ahead to Maddie Sousa. Steins, Nagel, back over to Marty. Back row attack for Brostwitz. Just pops it over, free one here for the Eagles. Anderson is there, long pass, back row attack for Sydney Wolf, and she puts it over. Back to a 2-point lead for Auburndale here in the second. Anderson back at it again. Brostwitz sets up for Anderson. Sousa backline attack or backline for Wolf. Nagel rises and smashes. Chesney Nagel with the point. 9 serving 6 here in the second. Rapids took the first one 25-21. They had a 24-18 or 24-17 lead that first set. Auburndale made it a little bit closer. Dunn sets it to the far side for Sousa, and she puts it down. Maddie Sousa stops the Eagles' rally. Now Nini Brostowitz into serve, the libero, senior libero for the Red Raiders. Sent over by Schmidt. Dunn sets into the middle for Rosenthal, blocked and down, a block for Steins. Long and lanky against long and lanky, and Steins won that one. Now Kendall Novotny for the Eagles in. Chesney Nagel back to serve. Short serve. Popped up a couple of times. Sousa able to play it back. Chaos that time going on the floor. Dunn back to Marty on the back line. Nagel to Wolf. Sydney Wolf again. 11-7 and timeout Wisconsin Rapids. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Auburndale up 4 here after the timeout taken by Coach Bazzelli and the Red Raiders. The match opener for these two teams. They both played in invites and triangulars or whatnot to start the year, but first match for these two teams, 1v1 I should say. Far side for Novotny, popped up, done. Far side for Sousa to the back line for Sydney Wolf. Right at the net, sent over by Nagel. Rosenthal will send it over. Schmidt to Nagel. Back over to Novotny, popped up over by Dunn. Anderson passes to the back line for Wolf. Nini Brostowitz, Dunn, far side for Sousa. Right off the block and points for Wisconsin Rapids. Out of the timeout and stops the rally. Point for the Red Raiders. Nakusa Port Edward State Bank proudly supports our local athletes and their families from business to personal banking and everywhere in between. Let Nakusa Port Edward State Bank work for you. Avery Dunn to serve right at Elena Steins, and she aces it. But right after the junior, Avery Dunn aces it for Wisconsin Rapids. Anderson, Nagel chased it down, couldn't set it. Tried to ride the tape and didn't get anything underneath it. 10 serving 11 here in the second. Dunn to serve it again. Right at the freshman Schmidt. Steins, Bowens there, Dunn. Back sets it, and that one went long for Graff. Elena Richardson back in for Auburndale. ShedsDeliver.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. Get more information at ShedsDeliver.com. Rosenthal off the block. Anderson to Wolf, who's got to go cross court. Dunn sets it up for Graff, and she puts it down. Coley Graff for Wisconsin Rapids. 150 years of Mutual of Wausau Insurance. They've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. Wolf on the attack. Dug out by Broswitz. Bone to the back line. Nagel back over to Novotny. And popped up. Sent over by Sousa. Nagel tried the back corner. Dunn. Over to Natalie Bone. And Bone puts it in, and we're tied at 12. Natalie Bone, the junior. Tied at 12 here in the second. Sousa to serve. To Richardson. Anderson to Steins. Chased down by Dunn, far side, Natalie Bone, right hand block to the net. 13-12 Auburndale. Layla Petro back in for Wisconsin Rapids. Maya Katzenberger in for the Eagles. Jillian Baltus in to serve for Auburndale. Line drive serve. Rosenthal digs out. Dunn right back to Rosenthal. The give and go. It's going to be a point for Auburndale. The equivalent of a basketball give and go. Rosenthal dug it. Dunn set it back to her. Had a running start, and Danica couldn't finish it. Patro to Dunn. Far side for Bone, and Natalie Bone gets it dug out by Wolf. Graff right back to Rosenthal, who sends it over. Free one here for the Eagles. Back sets it to Wolf, and down, blocked again by Rosenthal. Emma Anderson in for Wisconsin Rapids. Kylie Anderson in as the libero for Auburndale. Danica Rosenthal, the right-handed jump serve is an ace. We're tied at 14. Danica again, popped up by Kylie Anderson. Kylie's going to have to send it over. Free one coming here for the Red Raiders. Dunn sets up in the middle for Emma Anderson. Blocked a couple times off of Sydney Wolf and out. And we're going to be tied at, or Auburndale's going to take a 15-14 lead. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Patro digs it. Dunn sets it. Bad pass there by Avery Dunn. And it looks like Coley Graff was under the net. Over the line, 16-14. (17-14) after the ace by Schur. Right back at it again. Nearly aced it again. She did. Back-to-back aces for Jalen. 18-14. And ace it again, 3 in a row. Timeout Rapids. So Auburndale on a roll here in the second, 19-14. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Jalen Schur had 3 aces in a row, and the side out doesn't come for Wisconsin Rapids. Auburndale the first to 20 here in the second. All right, back to Natalie Bone. She sends over. Free one here for the Eagles. Nagel back to Katzenberger. Too strong that time, and they're going to say it was touched. Point, Auburndale. Wolf, Patro at the net. Dunn is there for Bone, and that one's out. Longest rally so far. 8 in a row for the Eagles. Sure does it again. And aces it again. Her 4th ace of this service rally. Nearly did it again. Anderson pops up. Nagel, the middle for Wolf. Sydney puts it down. We're at set point. 24-14. Pops it over. Dunn is there. Natalie Bone. Set point. Wolf. Brostowitz, Natalie Bone on the far side, and that will do it here in the second. All Auburndale, they scored the last 10. Dominant performance, 25-14. We'll take a break. Come back with set 3. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at NicoletBank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Hey Gilbert, did you hear Mittens in Marshfield's running a huge anniversary sale and the savings are explosive?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a great deal on some furniture and take it easy this semester.
Anniversary? Already? Party!
Ah, Poindexter's lost again.
Oh my cookies!
This store is huge and everyone is so friendly.
You'll geek out over our huge anniversary savings at Mittens in Marshfield.
All right, welcome back to the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse. You're tied 1 set apiece. Wisconsin Rapids took first set 25-21. Auburndale just won that one 25-14. Reminder, today's volleyball match presented by Rapids Sheet Metal. At Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling, they place your comfort at home as their highest priority. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Chesney Nagel to serve it for the Auburndale Eagles to start the third set. Avery Dunn punches it over. Kylie Anderson digs out. Nagel far side for Novotny. Michelle Tra into the game for the first time for the Red Raiders. Wears number 1. Back row attack for Sydney Wolf. And not enough. Auburndale, as they have through the first 2 sets so far, now the third set, lead 1-0. Nagel sends it over. Avery Dunn is there. Michelle Tra is going to send it back, and she scores from the back row. They're tied at 1. Avery Dunn will be back to serve. Line drive serve, dug out by Anderson. Sets up for Steins in the middle. Dunn is there. Brostwitz chases it down to Michelle Tra from the back line. He's going to send it over. Wolf digs it out in the middle for Nagel. Far side for Schmidt. Brostwitz chases it down and Dunn sends it over. Anderson is there for Nagel. Far side for Novotny, off the block and down, and Auburndale leads 2-1. For all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on the tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get you back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Elena Richardson to serve. Tra is there. And Graff sends it over. Nagel again. Sydney Wolf has to back up and attack it. Dunn tries the back corner, but Kylie Anderson is there. Nagel sets up for Steins, who puts it down. 3-1 Eagles. And service error that time by Richardson. It'll be 2 serving 3 here. It'll be Maddie Sousa. Line drive serve off of the top of the tape. Nagel. Steins rises and smashes it down. To Auburndale with authority to get that 4th point. Now Jillian Baltus Far side for Bone. And Auburndale in the net. Danica Rosenthal back to serve. Fill your home with the best from home furniture. They've got locations on Grand Avenue here in Wisconsin Rapids, as well as Post Road in Plover. 3 serving 4. Rosenthal to Anderson. Near side for Wolf. Dunn to Patro off the block and down. Layla is going to record a point. We're tied at 4. Williams Plumbing and Heating is locally owned and operated right here in Wisconsin Rapids. For all your plumbing and heating needs, why look anywhere else? Call Williams Plumbing and Heating or find them online at williamsplumbingwr.com. We're tied at 4 here in the third set. Off the top of the block, Dunn chases it down for Natalie Bone. Natalie puts it in. Natalie has had a nice night. 5-4 Red Raiders, their first lead here in the third set. Wolf has to play it up. Nagel and Katzenberger got tangled up. Dunn in the middle for Anderson. And Emma Anderson scores. 4 in a row for Wisconsin Rapids. Today's volleyball match is brought to you by Ski's Meat Market, Made a Custom Apparel, Key Savings Bank, Culligan Water, and Express Employment. We thank all of our sponsors that help us put these games on. Emma Anderson, a swing and a miss. Side out point for Auburndale. Jalen Schur will be back to serve. Dug out Patro. Graff in the middle for Anderson. She's going to get another shot at it and miss hit it. Tied at 6 here in the third. Sure, right over the top of the tape, and she aces it. And just like that, Auburndale's got the lead back. Coming up on Thursday, Pacelli is at Iowa Scandinavia in girls volleyball. So that's a 6 p.m. start. A time change for that one. And Natalie Bone puts it down as Richardson and Anderson miscommunicate. And Ruby Marty will be back in to serve for the Red Raiders. Pittsville is at Stratford in volleyball. Marinette is at Wapaka. Wausau West is here at the Fieldhouse. Take on the Red Raiders. Hudson is at Eau Claire North. Newman Catholic is at Amherst in boys soccer. And then our lone football game of the night is Hortonville at Kaukauna. Chesney Nagel reaches right over the top, and it's 8-7. Kaukauna has started the football season out 0-2 this year. They'll take on the Polar Bears of Hortonville on Thursday. Again, just 2 weeks into this high school football season. It's been an odd one to start. Auburndale beating Marathon last week 14-12. That wasn't odd. It was a crazy score. As Bowen puts it into the net, and it's 10-7. Running back for Spencer Columbus last week against Pittsville ran 33 times for 441 yards and 7 touchdowns. And an ace for Sydney Wolf. Yeah. Timeout, Wisconsin Rapids. 11-7 Auburndale. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity, That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community.
Sydney Wolves to serve it again out of the timeout. Ellie Bone with the left hand and the side out of the timeout. Much needed for the Red Raiders. And it's 8 serving 11. Nagel right over the top on the sneak attack. Emma Anderson sure digs it out. Cross for Nagel. Marty over to Dunn. Sousa the wind. And way too hard on that one. It's 12-8. On this day, September 2nd of 2020, that was the that was the odd baseball season. That was the odd year altogether. On this day in 2020, the San Francisco Giants led in the top of the 8th inning. Led the Colorado Rockies 23-2. The Giants scored in every inning that night. The Rockies haven't been the same since. They walked off the Cubs on Sunday, but they are 2 losses away from 100. Rosenthal with the kill. They have the Giants to start this week. 99 losses. Yeah, 39-99. Unreal. Yeah. Yeah, they've been eliminated last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Over the top it goes. And down for Sydney Wolf. And after the first inning in Denver, it's 2-0 Giants. So well on their way to picking up their 100th loss tonight to just 39 wins. Rosenthal winds up, dug out by Anderson, chased down by Wolf, and she can't recover. Maddie Sousa to the back line. Nagel somehow able to get it over. Graff down the line. The attack by Novotny. Dunn over to Bone. Chased down by Anderson and punched over, but off the stanchion and out. Good hustle there by Anderson and Richardson. Good crowd watching online. Thank you all for making this part of your Tuesday night. First day of school today throughout the state of Wisconsin for the public schools. Oh, and an ace. A miss hit by Maddie Sousa. And still gets it over. Timeout Auburndale. 14-13 Eagles. We'll take a break with them. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Novotny gets blocked by Rosenthal out of the timeout. Sydney Wolf. Anderson back passes to Wolf and smashes it. We're tied at 14. Kendall Novotny subbed out. Fireworks in Denver already as Sydney Wolf puts it in. And point goes to Auburndale. Raphael Devers for the Giants at a home run off of Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. I don't think Raphael even got to first base before they were fighting. So John at each other and bench is cleared. Goodness. And Danica Rosenthal puts it down the line, and back and forth we go, tied at 15. I will give credit, though. I think I was listening to the Dan Patrick show or one of those, that the Rockies are obviously historically bad this year. But you give credit where credit is due. Those Rocky fans still are showing up. I mean, they are obviously not sold out by any means, but drawing more fans than the St. Louis Cardinals are this year. And that is, Busch Stadium is usually historically filled up, no matter how good or bad the Cardinals are. And this year, the Cardinals have been very mediocre, and it is as empty as it has ever been at Busch Stadium. Solaris is your hometown fiber internet provider. Just like our athletes bring their best to the court, we bring our best to your home with lightning fast, reliable fiber internet that never quits. Stream, game, and connect without missing a beat. Get connected. Stay connected at Solaris.net. Get all of our games here at the Fieldhouse, outside for football and soccer, and at the Quadplex and over at Assumption. All powered by our friends at Solaris. My house as well. Dug out by Ruby Marty. In the middle, Emma Anderson. Is it touched? And they're just going to say, oh, no argument. There was an argument, but to no fruition there. We're tied at 17. Move to Rapids. This will be our 7th year as Sydney Wolf faces it. 7th year here in Wisconsin Rapids, and now in our second house, and Solaris has been exceptional. Fantastic customer service as well. Sydney Wolf over the top again. Marty. Petro along the far side, and Layla muscles it way out. 19-17. This one's slipping away from Wisconsin Rapids. Sydney Wolf to Nini Brostowitz, Avery Dunn, Dame Anderson. Dug out by Sydney Wolf. Nagel to Schmidt. Patrow hits the floor. Over to Bone. Popped up by Schur. Anderson and Schur tangling up. And a side out to Wisconsin Rapids. Much needed there for the Red Raiders. Maddie Sousa back in. Natalie Bone to serve. Line drive serve, dug out by Anderson. Nagel to Katzenberger. Maya's blocked by Emma Anderson. We're tied at 19. Natalie over again, dug out by Sydney Wolf, chased down by Nagel, who sends her right over. Bona's right there. Anderson, Schur, jousted at the net. Katzenberger digs it out. Back line attack for Sydney Wolf. The wind into the nets. Rapids has a 20-19 lead, and the Red Raiders are first to 20 here in the third. Bone to the back line. Schur is there. Nagel passes up to Katzenberger. Sousa, Dunn. Marty from the back line. Anderson is there. Jalen Schur sets it this time. Back row attack for Sydney Wolf. Ruby Marty to Avery Dunn at the net for Emma Anderson. Emma down and in again. Timeout Auburndale, 21-19 Red Raiders. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
(21-19) here in the third. Wisconsin Rapids leads. Nagel sets it far side. Katzenberger again, and Maya puts it down. We'll have to wait another set at least. 23-19 is the best number combination of in all of high school volleyball, and in all of volleyball. I guess it could be for basketball too, for any sport. 23-19, if you know, you know. Dug out by Brostowitz, Dunn, far side for Sousa, blocked to the net, tied at 21. And Coach Bazzelli going to the scores table. Kylie Anderson over. Ruby Marty is there. Cross court for Sousa. Nagel in the middle for Steins. Off the block of Anderson. And now it's Auburndale with the lead. Last year was 25-18 Auburndale, 25-16 Rapids, 25-21 Rapids, and 25-23 Rapids. Brostowitz digs it out. Dunn chases it down. Emma Anderson hits it. We're at double set point for Auburndale. Timeout, Red Raiders. 4 in a row for the Eagles. We'll keep it here. We'll give you a rundown. We already did on Thursday. How about coming up on Friday on Zaleski Sports? Football Day. Got a lot of them again for you. Oshkosh North is at Manitowoc Lincoln, the Ships. Merrill is at Mosinee. Auburndale is at Edgar. Assumption is at Pacelli. Racine Case is at Franklin. Spash is at Eau Claire Memorial. DC Everest is here at Southwood County Stadium. Wapaka is at Little Chute. Marshfield is at Rice Lake. Elk Mound is at Neilsville Granton. Amherst is at Colby. Spencer Columbus is at Stratford. And Blair Taylor is at Augusta. All those games live, all those games free on Zaleski Sports. Double set point here for Auburndale, 23-21. Far side for Sousa, right over the top, dug out by Schur. Anderson chases it down, near side for Schmidt. Brostwitz to Dunn, backline attack for Marty. Jalen Schur is there again, miscommunication, but Anderson hits the floor and saves it for the Eagles. Avery Dunn is there in the middle for, popped out by Schur, and they keep on, and it's out. Oh, great hustle by Auburndale. Good eye there by Wisconsin Rapids. That is 22-23, or 22 serving 23. Brostwitz on the serve. Nagel on the set. Back throw attack by Wolf, and we're tied at 23. Here we go. We're ready for it. Schur digs it out. Nagel. Back set to Steins. Blocked by Rosenthal. Dug out by Brostwitz and can't be saved. We're at set points. Kendall Novotny back in for Jalen Schur. Chesney Nagel to serve. Dug out by Marty, chased down by Dunn. Rosenthal winds up, dug out by Wolf. Schmitz, Wolf again. There's Tra, chased down by Dunn. Sousa over the top. Anderson is there. Nagel in the middle for Steins. Dug out by Brostwitz. And Danica puts it down. We're tied at 24. We're going to extra points here in the third. And the senior Avery Dunn will be back to serve. Coley Graff back in. Jalen Schur back in for the junior Kendall Novotny. Avery Dunn in to serve for the Red Raiders. A senior over the top. Wolf is there. Nagel sets up for Steins. Nobody home for the Eagles. Set point now for Wisconsin Rapids. Avery Dunn trying to finish it off here. Avery the serve. Kylie Anderson back over. Free one here for the Red Raiders. Brostwitz sets it over to Sousa into the net. Tied at 25. Elena Richardson. Popped up by Graff. Dunn. Tra can't get it. And Auburndale is at set point. 26-25. Richardson's going to try and finish it now for the Eagles. Dug out Graff. Chase down Dunn. Sets it to the front line for Graff. Sydney Wolf winds up at the net. Jousted, we play on. No, Rapids in the net. And Auburndale takes set 3, 27-25. The Eagles lead 2 sets to 1. We'll have the 4th set when we come back. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Fourth set underway, and it's the first time tonight that Wisconsin Rapids has led 1-0. Novotny over the top. Tries there, chased down by Dunn. Far side for Rosenthal, and she pushes it over. 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids. Like Carrie Van Ert with State Farm, be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options and come away with the right coverage for you. That's Carrie Van Ert with State Farm, downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Steins, Nagel. Sets up again. Off the bottom of her hand was Graff. Anderson is there, right back to Schmidt, and she couldn't get over. 3-0 Wisconsin Rapids. Dunn has started this fourth set with 3 in a row. And now she'll at least have 5 serves in a row to start it. Just past 8:30 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Teammates Braden Sutter from the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse. Rosenthal winds up 5-0 Red Raiders. Wisconsin Rapids won the first set 25-21. All Auburndale in the second set. They scored the last 10 points, 25-14. And then an exciting one just moments ago in the third set. It was Auburndale 27-25. Over to Sousa and in. It was touched, but it was in anyway. 6-0 Red Raiders. And Alexis Goddard in for the first time for the Eagles. Avery Dunn has served the first 7 points. Then he went right after Goddard. Steins, and couldn't quite make it over And a side out after 7 serves in a row from Dunn. And now Elena Richardson will be in to serve. 1 serving 6 here in the 4th. Traw is there, chased down by Dunn. Rosenthal winds up and puts it down. 7-1 Red Raiders. Maddie Sousa in to serve. Right down the line and perfect placement for the ace. Timeout, Auburndale. All Red Raiders here in the 4th, 8-1 Rapids. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, get you some score updates here on Zaleski Sports. I believe it was Colby all over Providence Academy out of Green Bay. Colby, a really good team. I mean, were they here this weekend? They won, took 2nd place maybe. Yeah, it was all Colby over Providence Academy. DC Everest is all over Spash, 6-0 in boys soccer. Elena Steins got set up and smashed to home. A big side out of the timeout. Newman Catholic leads Wausau West 2-1. Let's go to the 4th. Of course, our game here tonight. And blocked at the net that time by Wolf. Service error. And now it's Danica Rosenthal. And popped up, sent over by Kylie Anderson. Avery Dunn, Natalie Bone, Sydney Wolf, Chesney Nagel, and Kendall Novotny. 9-4 Rapids. Shouldn't financial advice focus on you, your goals, and your dreams? Your Modern Woodman of America representative can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. Call Scott Patrick at 715-424-1873 to start the conversation. That's 715-424-1873 to start your financial conversation. Layla Patro and another ace for Jalen Schur, just like that. Oh, it should be Auburndale ball. Oh, I don't know about that. Do they have a captain to? Do they have a captain to talk to our official? I'll have to go back and look at that one. That was confusing on all sorts as Emma Anderson continues her big night. Now I gotta recalibrate my pencil scratches here. Maybe they said Auburndale was in the net. I'm not really sure. That time they were not. Get the side out. I'm not really sure what. Not sure what they saw, but that was 3 points ago now. I gotta stop worrying about it. Natalie Bone into the nets. That's 7 serving 11 now. Sydney Wolf, the jump serve. Layla Patro, the dig. Avery Dunn, the set. And Natalie Bone, the attack. Patro to Dunn again. Far side for Bone again. Dug out by Wolf again. Schur sets up for Schmidt. And out. Just off. That's 12-7. Natalie Bone with a nice serve dug out by Schur. Wolf sends it over. Dunn sets it up. Emma Anderson blocked. 1 point in this set. It was 8-1. Now it's 12-8. Kylie Anderson, the senior libero. Sets it far side for Sousa. Blocked by Steins again. And it's just a 3-point set. Marty to Tra, and Brostowitz sends it over. Chesney Nagel the wind up and blocked. Steins now, blocked again. Steins sends it over. Back sets it to Anderson and out. Dunn. Marty. Jalen Schur's there. Kylie Anderson chases it down. Chesney Nagel attacks it. Blocked. And a big side out there. And it's point. Wisconsin Rapids. Sets up for Steins. Dug out Dunn. Tra. Sousa the wind. Dug out by Wolf. Schur chases it down to Schmidt. Maddie Sousa sends it over. Anderson. Schur. Back pass to Nagel and hit it. In the middle for Rosenthal. And able to play it over. Back to Sousa. The wind, the block by Steins. Back line, Anderson is there. Nagel sets up for Novotny. Dug out by Brostowitz. Rosenthal to Sousa. Kylie Anderson in the back line. Dunn, back out to Sousa. Popped up, play on. Wolf, back line for Brostowitz. Dunn, back line attack for Marty. Novotny's there. Nagel. Sydney Wolf. Got it. Golf quiet Jim on that serve. Over goes Marty. In the middle, yeah, Nagel was in the net. Avery Dunn the serve, Kylie Anderson the dig, 15-12. Rosenthal, Wolf, in the middle for Steins, out. Point Rapids, 16-12. Right at Steins, jousted at the net. Played up at the net, into the net. 17-12 Red Raiders. Timeout Auburndale. We'll take another break. Red Raiders lead by 5. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids is ready to construct your dreams. Wirtz & Company will give you peace of mind with that much-needed roof repair. Have a remodel dream for what used to be your favorite room in the house? Living area, kitchen, bath, bedroom. If you can dream it, Wirtz & Company will make it come true. Wirtz & Company will also build your next home. Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids, 715-213-1281, and Wirtz & Company on Facebook.
(17-12) Avery Dunn to serve. Sydney Wolf back row attack blocked. Brostowitz back over. Dunn sets up to Graff. Push down the line. Point for Red Raiders. Dunn pops it up in the middle for Rosenthal. She's blocked, but out. Avery Dunn has been sensational serving this set. In the middle for Danica Rosenthal. Chased down by Anderson. Wolf pops it up. Nagel's there. She hits the floor. Brostowitz in the middle. Rosenthal down again, but out. (13) serving at 19. Rosenthal right over the top, popped up by Nagel. Graff will send it over. Anderson, Nagel, Sydney Wolf smashes it down. Tross sends over to the back line and out. 3 in a row for Auburndale. There'll be a timeout on the floor for Rapids. Led 19-13, now 19-16. We'll be back with more after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
All right, 19-16 out of the timeout. Graff popped up Anderson. Nagel. Wolf again, down again. Here come the Eagles. Elena Richardson. Try at the net. Got it through the defensive arms. Rapids the first to 20 here in the fourth. Natalie Bone into serve it, or in the game, I should say. Maddie Sousa into serve. Richardson, Nagel, over to Anderson. Sets up in the middle for Rosenthal, right over the top. Nagel was there. Kylie Anderson over to Sydney Wolf. Off the bottom of the palm. Back sets it to Natalie Bone. In the middle. Punched over. Natalie is there. Brosowitz has to send it over. Back to Wolf. Sydney Wolf again. There's a give and go play again, and in down the line, back corner for Danica Rosenthal. (21) serving 18, and that is Danica Rosenthal. And in again, perfect placement on the knuckleball, and it's 22-18. This set started out 6-0 Rapids. Right back to Kylie Anderson. Nagel sets it far side for Miss Reliable, unable to get it over that time, 23-18. We're at double set point, Jalen Schur into the game. And great crowd watch online, good crowd here at the Lincoln Fieldhouse tonight. So close in on 9 o'clock on this Tuesday night. Loops it right over to Anderson. Nagel in the middle for Kassenberger. Bone is there, popped up by Patro. Avery Dunn sends it over. In the middle for Nagel, right back. Sydney Wolf down the line and good. And there's our number combination, 23-19. As I said before, if you know, you know. If you don't, I recommend going and watching Monsters, Inc. after this game is over. 1, it's a fantastic movie. And 2, you'll get the reference after you watch Monsters, Inc. Right at the net, jousted, and we're at 23-20 now. They have like a Disney Con or something they just had. At Walt Disney World, they just announced Toy Story 5, the plot. There you go, 23-21. Timeout Rapids. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. We're all right. Coming up for Wisconsin Rapids, hosting Wausau West on Thursday. We'll have that game here for you on Zaleski Sports. Auburndale will be at Edgar next Tuesday, and then hosting Iola Scandinavia on next Thursday. We'll have, as of right now, we are scheduled to have that Iola game at Auburndale on Thursday, September the 11th. Then they host Assumption, then they host Newman in there. They also have their home invitational squeezed in there as well. I think it's the 13th, maybe. Emma Anderson got blocked. 4 in a row for the Eagles. The momentum goes back to Jalen Schur and the Auburndale Eagles. Jalen has been outstanding serving tonight as well. Patro to Dunn, far side, Bone. Popped up, back to Wolf. Blocked to the net. Brostowitz, far side. Bone blocked and in on the line. Oh, we're tied at 23. Oh, my goodness. Popped up. Bone. Wolf. Nagel. Back to Wolf. Down again. We're at match point. What a comeback again for Auburndale. Schur. Patro. Dunn. Graff. Tipped. Richardson, Wolf, back line, out. We're going to extras again. Tied at 24. Service goes to Wisconsin Rapids. And Ruby Marty. Schur digs it out. Nagel to Wolf. Sidney down again. We're at match point number 2 for Auburndale. And the freshman Abigail Schmidt be back in. And who else would you want back there? Sidney Wolf to try and finish it here for Auburndale. Takes a deep breath. The run and the serve. And she serves it long. Tied at 25. Now the junior Natalie Bone. It's been an entertaining one here tonight, as you would expect. Dug out by Wolf. Nagel sets up again. Near side for Katzenberger. Tip to the net. Marty is there. Over to Dunn. Dunn to Sousa. Kylie Anderson hits the floor again. Back sets it to Nagel. Back line. Brostowitz is there. Dunn back over to Sousa again along the far side. Pops her right over. Kylie Anderson at the net for Nagel. Dunn goes to the ground. Avery's going to send it back. Kylie Anderson in the middle. Katzenberger out! And now Rapids is at set points. Auburndale's had 2 match points. First Rapids set point. And junior Natalie Bone over the top. Dug out Kylie Anderson. Nagel sets up for Katzenberger again. Off the block and down. 26 apiece here in the fourth. Michelle Tra back in. The tension builds. The audience online builds. Kylie Anderson. Marty digs it. Sousa back to Anderson. Schur to Steins. Dug out Brostowitz. Dunn back over to Sousa, right over the top of the block. Anderson in the back row, sets it up for Nagel. She got blocked, and that's out. And Auburndale is on match point number 3. (27-26), match point 3. Another senior back to serve. Kylie Anderson trying to finish it off. Popped up, Dunn. Near side for Emma Anderson, dug out by Kylie. Schur back to Nagel. Chesney, Brostowitz is there. Sets up for Sousa. At the net again for Steins. Marty, Dunn. Back row attack for Ruby Marty, dug out by Schur. Kylie Anderson is there, passes it to the freshman Schmidt, out. We're tied at 27. And a senior, Nini Brostowitz, in to serve. The back line, Schur is there. Back set to Steins, blocked, down again. Auburndale at match point number 4. Kendall Novotny in. Chesney Nagel to serve. Trying to finish this one out. Nagel. Nice serve, and she does it. Aces it to finish it. And Auburndale wins it 3-1 here tonight over their Wood County rival, the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Wow, what a match. The last 2 sets going extra points. We'll have our Key Savings Bank postgame show coming up next. Have an opportunity to talk to Auburndale Eagles Sydney Wolf. Tonight's pregame or postgame show is brought to you proudly by Key Savings Bank. You'll feel right at home from the moment you walk through the door at Key Savings Bank. Enjoy all the perks of working with your local community bank and experience it for yourself by stopping in or online at keysavingsbank.com. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm in, they're like, "Oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events." So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when you bring them pizza.
Good. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. The Auburndale Eagles pick up a 3-1 win tonight over the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders here with Auburndale senior Sydney Wolf. Just talk about the game tonight, the last 2 sets going extra points. Just talk about the girls keeping their minds in it and getting the win.
Our team sometimes struggles with the mental part of it, but this game just showed that we can get through anything with each other and if we just keep picking each other up consistently, and we showed that tonight.
Let's talk about the step up. You got a couple of new girls, freshmen in there. Just talk about their roles and filling in without Lily playing.
We love our freshmen, and we love the girls that have stepped up to be on our team this season. And it becomes a thing for us older girls where then we're there for them consistently, and we pick them up if they ever need it, because this is a big step for them. It's so different, but I love it.
It's obviously now, as a senior, it's hard to believe it, but we're here. Just talk about the expectations and the hopes for this team this year.
I have a lot of drive this season. Being a senior, it completely changes the way you look at the sport and the way you go about wanting to play that season. So I think for all the seniors and even all the girls that are coming to that point, there's a lot of motivation and a lot of drive this season.
All right, we'll put you in the house.
Okay.
All right? There you go.
Go whenever.
Let them go down the steps. I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sid. Go ahead.
I'm Sydney Wolf, and I'm in the house. Hello.
Thank you, ladies. We'll see you next week. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse. 3-1 Auburndale over the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. We'll be back in the Fieldhouse on Thursday, where the Wausau West Warriors come to town for Wisconsin Valley Conference volleyball here on Zaleski Sports. For Braden Sutter, this is Steve Maves. Have a great night. We'll talk to you again on Thursday here on Zaleski Sports.